He is a monster. Good evening. I'm Melissa Long. A New Haven woman used those words today to describe the man accused of viciously attacking and killing her sister in a Fort Wayne cemetery. Jeff Newmeyer today talked with Madison Carroll about the startling death of Kathy Gick. This is more complicated than just processing the loss of a loved one, right?
Well, Madison Carroll certainly sees it that way, Melissa. She's dealing with loss, but also is trying to come to grips with why her sister was murdered in such a horrifying fashion. 30-year-old Kathy Gick suffered blunt force and knife wounds before police say her body was set on fire in a rear portion of Fort Wayne's Catholic cemetery. Madison Carroll says she raced home as soon as she got word of her sister's demise Monday afternoon. She didn't really know the man accused of the crime, 20-year-old Quinn Albers, but she does know the two became acquainted through local agencies that serve clients with disabilities or mental health problems. She believes Albers lured her to the cemetery and set the fire to try and cover up the crime.
And when we found out that how brutal it was, and you know that he tried to dispose of her body and burn it, it was unbearable, you know, to think that someone has that much hatred in them to be able to do something like that to such a good person.
Yeah. Now, Albert's story is that he was high on bath salts and doesn't remember what happened.
Yeah, and Carol doesn't buy that. She thinks he used the drugs to get the courage to carry out the attack against her sister. If you'd like to help the family with burial costs, you can go to giveforward.com and search for the Catherine M. Gick Funeral Expense Fund. That will be an emotional event for all who cared about the victim of this terrible crime.
That's a lot to process for those family members, for sure. Thanks, Jeff. Sure.